Now, as you can see, I'm at the nail and back stage here, and I've numbered every board so as to go back into its exact position and saves confusion. One thing about the solid wood flooring, when it's a wide board, this is like 6 inch, they're inclined to cup. Now, the manufacturers do put in grooves in the back of them there to prevent the cupping, but unless a board like this is polished front and back, it's very hard to avoid the tension that occurs in the wood. So it tends to go, not with every board, but unless they're perfectly what's called quarter sawn, they will tend to cup a little bit. And that's what that's your compromise. So the wider the board, you'd always put a wide board in a floor area that's quite large because it suits it best proportionally. So a narrow board wouldn't do the job. It's a bit like if you wallpaper a room and you paint a room. The paint will make the room look bigger, so it's the same effect. So you'd always have a wide board, or tend to go for a wide board in a large hallway. So I'm popping these back in position again now, and with this, you'd normally be using Arima nails, which is these guys here, which are serrated nails, and these are Porta nails that you'd use with a nail gun. Now, if I just peel off one of them there, I'm not sure if we can get a close-up on camera, but they're serrated on the edges there. And the reason for that, of course, is when they go in at an angle of 45 degrees, they get a grip into the joist. Now, in this case, I'm only using a pilot bit here to drill them, and I'm going to use 2-inch ovals because I'm back close to the wall. I don't have a Porta nailer, but I'll pop one up on the screen just so as you can see what it looks like. But you normally would be using the Porta nailer to get these guys in position, and it drives the boards together. Now, you've always got to allow for the expansion and contraction, as I've mentioned. With a solid floor, you need a 1/2 inch gap at each wall, and you also need approximately every 3 feet. You need to put in washers to create a joint between each consecutive set of boards there to allow for expansion and contraction through the life of the board as it wears. So just to pop the boards back in position there, I have this one in position here, and you would drill them. I'm just giving it a little tap now. You'd normally use a piece there, you don't want to damage the tongue, so you normally use a piece there that'll drive the board in. Now, that's that, and I've already pre-drilled these here. You're going in at an angle of approximately 45 degrees. I have a 2mm bit in there, and I have a 2-inch oval, so I'm going to drive that guy in there now. I'll drill all the holes in one go, and then I'll drive them home with the old nail punch, and my favourite hammer, can't beat an east wing. So that's the procedure. I'll drive all the nails and then I'll come back and punch as I go down along it. And you would do that the whole way back in. So I've reduced my timber back in at the sides there, and I just proceed along until I get all the boards back in position. Now, the last 2 boards that I'll have there, the last 2 boards that'll go in there, the last board, I won't be able to nail that. So all I do is I leave it down and I allow the skirting board then to hold it in position. And that's okay too. So we proceed along like this. And because of the angle on the nail is 45 degrees, that when you drive it into the joist with the nail punch, it'll pull the board together, and that'll be it. So just continue along there. One final point. Flooring is very, very hard on the knees. So if you are doing flooring, always have a pair of knee pouches, because you've only one pair of knees and you'll bugger them very fast. So I just don't have them to hand, but whenever I'm doing flooring, when I was doing flooring, I would always have the knee pads. Always look after your body, lads. So that's it. I just proceed along with my pilot hole into the board, come along after that, drive my 2-inch ovals, and then punch them home. And after that, we're hunky-dory. So I hope that... Now there we are, the repair is completely finished now. Just put back on the skirting and take up my number tape there, and we're done. I've got a 1/2 inch gap at the side there. So it's not so bad when you're doing a repair. The floor is there 28 years, and that's the first time I've ever had to address an issue like that. Got a little repair going on there at that point. So that's the whole jobby now. Hopefully I won't get any more trouble with it. So, Mahua's vacant. Good on you for looking. Feckin' tú go luath. See you soon. Slán go fóill. These all knees. I'm getting old. Bye for now.